First things first, YouTube Shorts. You need to utilize it. It is the growth hack. Understand what's working. When you see something that works, double down on it.
So what's like the most underrated feature?
It's a function that, are you vaping in front of me?
Not in front of you, but like next over
adjacent?
here. Yeah, adjacent.
Am I present?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
We need choice.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Right.
Hate it or love it.
Yes.
Keep it simple. And the people will interact. They want to win on YouTube, and they know that, when they get in with me, they win.
With almost 3 billion monthly active users, YouTube is arguably the best platform when it comes to building and nurturing a fan base. Even if you don't see yourself as a YouTuber, we believe that there should be a strategy in place for growing on this platform. On today's episode, we sat down with the manager of artist and live stream partnerships at YouTube, Rachel Jackson, aka Rachie Baby. And she gave us an inside look straight from the source at how to grow your channel the fastest. We're talking about the types of content that work best, the most slept on features, the artists that are really crushing it on the platform right now, and much, much more. This episode is a must watch if you have any plans of winning on YouTube as a musician, which every musician should. Let's dive right in.
But it was cool.
Oh my God. Well,
That's
folks,
great.
we have Rachel Jackson, aka Rachie Baby, on the podcast. She is the artist partnerships and live stream partnerships manager at YouTube and YouTube Music. Thank you for coming on the podcast.
I've heard of it. Yeah,
oh my
YouTube.
God. This is one that I've been.
I've heard of it before.
Small company.
Yeah. Just a
Indie.
little tiny fish.
Yeah. Totally.
But no, so appreciate you coming on because I think that, our audience really could use a crash course on just like how to leverage YouTube, which should be in every artist's mix when it comes to like content strategy,
Absolutely.
marketing,
Yes.
promotion, like getting their brand out there. So I think that this is like huge for you guys. So please take notes, rewind this shit as you're hearing gems because there's going to be plenty of them. But I think just, setting the stage for everyone, what does your role actually entail? Just so we know, what we're dealing with here.
For sure. So I have the opportunity to work with artists and their management teams or their managers on creating the best case scenario that they are looking to achieve on YouTube. So that entails laying out content strategies, marketing and promotion, also connecting them to other opportunities within the Googleverse, as we say.
The Googleverse.
Ooh.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
Fancy.
so, just partnering with Pixel and Chrome, Android, just all the things that lie around that intersect properly. We put them together and make it fun.
On that note, how much is it artists and their teams maybe like bringing requests or ideas to you, and then vice versa? Obviously, you're probably constantly bringing them ideas on ways that, they could partner with you guys. But are they
yeah.
bringing y'all stuff too?
The artists that I work with, they are sick of me all the time. I call it every week, like, hey, we should do this. Oh, we should try this. And a lot of the artists, when I work with them, I make sure that I approach them with things that make sense for them. I really do the most to try to make sure that I'm understanding the psychology of my artists and the teams that I work with, because I wouldn't just go to a Soulja Boy and say, hey, do this one thing, and we know that that's our brand. I wouldn't go to Moneybagg Yo and say, hey, try this, and it just doesn't work. Because a lot of artists that I work with, I've noticed that they're not all the way into just casual talk to camera style content. So I wouldn't bring anything like that. I'm very intentional about meeting artists where they are and bringing them ideas that align with that. And on the flip side, they come to me and ask me my opinion on every little thing that involves or that's involved with their content strategies, because they want to win on YouTube, and they know that, when they get in with me, they win.
Oh, hell yeah.
Who doesn't want to win on YouTube, man?
So what is it about the like talk to camera style content that artists just
That's
fucking
everywhere.
hate?
A lot of my artists just find it corny, but at the same time, if there is an artist that is a personality, or we have more the triple threat types that don't really care what anybody thinks or says, or they just have a lot on their mind that they're used to getting off, and they've built a fan base that gravitates towards that, it's cake. It's easy for them to do. But, some artists are naturally quiet. They're reserved. They also are focused more so on being politically and communally correct more than we give them credit for. And they don't want to have a misstep in any communication or conversation that they're having on social media, which tends to have them draw back. And then just keeping it 100, it's real mean out here in these social media streets.
Oh man, you're not lying.
The ego takes a hit.
It is not a safe space.
The comment sections are war.
Negativity is loud. Negativity
there are
it
a
speaks.
lot of people out here that just thrive on wanting to critique their work in their speech so much so they just feel that they want to stick to the music and disengage. That's fine. And I make sure that, I pride myself actually on making sure that I'm not only meeting artists that engage that way or choose to disengage that way with the energy of support, regardless of what a lot of managers and a lot of labels say. Because, when you think of YouTube, you think of short form content, you do think of, okay, like I gotta up my phone and I have to talk to it to be successful, when really it's not. You can shoot your video, do your BTS, do your thing, be who you are in your space, and people will gravitate to it if it's edited, packaged, and a little thought is put behind it to make it work on YouTube. And
so do you think
that's
that?
what I help them do.
Do you think an artist can make it big without getting comfortable with the phone? Do you think that?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I tell my artists all the time not to let the internet rush them or pressure them into performing or showing up in a way that is inauthentic to them. Ooh. Because being an artist and having that pseudonym that is your performing name, that's a dual personality in itself. So having to manage multiple personalities can get very tiring. So I encourage them to just be who they are, and the people that really deal with that and that resonate with that will stay. And that's who matters most.
Yeah, and I think in general, too many artists think that content is corny because they see the examples of things that are corny maybe to a lot of people, and they're like, oh, to your point, they pull back. They disengage. They're like, fuck that. I can't do what that fucking cornball did.
Well, when TikTok came out, everyone thought you have to do dance trends and do all that. It's like, no, it's just it's an empty vessel. You can fill it with whatever content you want to fill it with.
For sure. So is that like the biggest myth that you're like constantly having to debunk with artists and their teams?
Absolutely.
It's just like, you don't have to do it this way that you think is the way.
Yes. A lot of artists that will remain nameless, I'm talking to you.
Oh shit.
If I say it,
say it.
that I'm talking to you.
Say it.
She knew which camera even to look at.
She's
great.
a pro, bro. This ain't shit for her, bro.
But
just another
I've
day.
had artists tell me, like, stop trying to turn me into a corny YouTuber.
Yes.
Like, really getting into it with me. But it's cool because I'll go toe to toe because I have your best interest at heart. So we misunderstand each other a lot, and it takes time to build relationships and work with artists in a place that they feel comfortable. And once they realize, like, oh yeah, like, Rachie not on no corny shit, so I can trust her, then that's when we start going places.
But you have to break that first barrier.
Absolutely. Especially with newer artists. I feel that I'm at an advantage because, just being from Atlanta, being outside for a long time, doing this thing, I'm still young in the industry, but I've grown up with a lot of everybody's favorite in music. And if they're not performing artists, they're managers, they're content directors, they're people that have their hands in the mix of what the artist is doing. So I'm able to have that ear, and I don't have to really work too hard or sell it too far to make it work or to make them understand why it makes sense. But I like a challenge sometimes.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll be like, you know what? I don't even know anybody on this team. Let me assert myself to them because I want to help them. And then, we have a good time.
That's got to be fun.
It is.
Like being the new kid on the block to an artist in their team, and then like
watch what I'm about to do.
Especially when they don't necessarily aren't bought in to YouTube. They're like, that's just where I put my music videos up.
Or it's third place, or it just isn't a priority for them. And those are my favorite.
Oh.
Those are my favorite because it's like, I already know what I'm about to do. Just let me cook.
Yes.
And then they're like, oh, it was this simple? It was, here's your checklist. Just keep doing that. You'll be fine.
So what are some of the things on the checklist? Let's talk about new team to you.
For
They're
sure.
not fully bought in on YouTube. What are the quick wins? Let's just get this off right off the bat.
Absolutely. First things first, YouTube Shorts.
Oh.
You need to utilize it. It is the growth hack.
Yes.
There is no way to cheat success, especially when you want to grow a YouTube channel, YouTube Shorts is the gateway to search and discovery on the app. So after you understand that YouTube Shorts is something that you need to treat like a garden, it's evergreen, it's always moving, it's working for you when you're not even doing anything in between releases. You get a good rhythm on YouTube Shorts, you post there 3 to 5 times a week. After that, you work backwards on what that strategy or that schedule looks like from your long form content, i.e. in this case, we'll say your official music video. So if you have a music video that you've shot already, I'm also hoping, and I direct my teams and let them know, hey, have another camera, do your BTS, do all of your fun things on the side, because you're gonna need that to also support the longevity of the content or the official release.
Sounds so basic. But they're not doing it probably, right?
I know, but it's such a layered, tried and true way to win. So you have your YouTube Shorts, you have your official music video, incorporating visualizers, lyric videos, your BTS week after week after week after your official release date. That's how you win, and you stretch it out. And a lot of artists, well, the main thing that I find myself having to talk artists out of is just dropping videos multiple times a week or multiple times a month, because your analytical data that comes along with the energy and time and content that you post to YouTube is the most important thing. You want to make sure that you're putting your content out and you're giving yourself the ability to measure the behavior of who's paying attention, because once you look at that, and YouTube analytics are very, very detailed.
Oh, good.
Yeah, in your YouTube studio.
Yeah.
Yes.
You look at those analytics, it'll tell you someone's age, their demographic in terms of where they live on the earth. It'll tell you
what they had for breakfast,
how long they watched the video. It'll tell you if they found you from an ad or from another external app. It's very, very good information. And once you understand and incorporate reading it and understanding it, because all of these resources are on youtube.com/help. And also on artists.youtube.com. So when we talk about checklists, there is one, and it's a multi-format release strategy checklist. And that's the thing, multi-format. At YouTube Avenues, if anyone watching this is there, you heard Brittany say it, you heard me say it, you heard AJ say it, you heard everybody say it so many times. Multi-format strategy. And what that means is that you have multiple touch points when you do release your music. Like I was saying, it's multi-layered. You have your YouTube Shorts, you have your official music video. I also preach to my partners all the time that they have to use premieres.
Premiere it. Premiere the video. Build some hype. Build the hype around it.
That's how you fill the room before the show starts.
Ooh.
And then you're in the premiere with them, chatting with them, being there live.
Hello.
Experiencing it with them.
What you know about this, bro?
I know about
What you know
premieres.
about this?
I'm on YouTube.
Okay.
You're in there. You're in there. So back to the best practice on the release strategy. Your YouTube Shorts.
Yes.
Your official music video.
Let's go.
Your ancillary content that supports it. So that's your lyric videos, your visualizer.
So those work.
Your BTS. Absolutely.
Really?
Because when people fan out over something, they want to go through that rabbit hole that everybody talks about. Like, I was in a YouTube rabbit hole about tying my shoe. Well, if I like a song, I'm going to go down a rabbit hole. I want to see the BTS. I want to learn the words. I just want to be immersed in it. And that's how you create that slide that continues that flywheel, and that has the behavior going in the direction that you want to when you're an artist looking to be successful.
I hate to interrupt this episode, but guys, I got one thing on the mind right now, and it's data. I can't stop thinking about it. All the artists in 2024 are winning because of data. They know who their fans are. They have access to their fans. Do you? Spotify's not telling you who your fans are. Apple Music ain't telling you who your fans are. But our friends over at DistroKid created a feature called Hyperfollow. Every single release, you can set up a pre-save campaign with a hyperfollow and get access to every single fan's email address. Now you can let them know when you have a show coming up, when you're dropping exclusive merch, when you're going live. And without the data, you're just bound by the algorithms of TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. No more relying on those platforms. We're going straight to our fans. DistroKid is the best DIY distributor. You can upload unlimited music for a ridiculously low rate. And you're gonna have access to features like Hyperfollow. OMTdistro.com, you're gonna get 30% off when you sign up for DistroKid, and you can start collecting your fans' data today. Henry, let's get back into it. Is there any artists out there that are really killing it outside of those more traditional avenues of like official music video, lyric video, BTS video, etc. Like, are any of them taking the more like content creator approach that you see? And is that like a conversation you're having with your partners?
All the time. Tusi does it best.
Okay,
in my opinion.
Yeah, what's Tusi doing?
So his song, favorite song,
Of course.
trended on Shorts for not even weeks, months.
And not because he just dropped the music video.
No, absolutely not. Because he took his time. He connected with his fans. He teased the music on Shorts, interacted with the fans. He's, of course, all for the talk to camera vibes. So he just was clowning around with people, premiered all of the content, and then released in that multi-format way that we spoke on.
Yeah.
And it really, really helped mobilize that song. And still randomly to this day, we'll just kind of look at the charts and it's like, whoa, favorite song is just trended upwards 5 spots this week out of nowhere. And it's in line with newer releases. And artists, I don't think they understand what that type of consistency will turn over for you, because it feels like a monolith. It feels as if it's unachievable. But once you get that moment where the artist finally just met that trifecta and they did all of the things and they see the success, then it's like, okay, cool. They have their rhythm and they're rolling. So
watch out for Tusi.
Damn.
Yeah.
yep, that's my cousin too. I don't know if y'all knew that.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Is it your cousin who's in here's cousin?
Yeah.
Because there's a cousin over
Yeah,
there.
all three
on
of
the-
our dads
Oh,
are
shit.
cousins. Like
Okay.
my dad, her dad, and Tusi's dad.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Small world.
Yeah, I guess so.
Favorite song is one of my favorite songs. Not
I'm
gonna
definitely
lie.
trolling.
Oh!
How'd us going?
Are we the dumb white people that just
Y'all gotta tap in. Everybody's Tusi's cousin.
is that a meme?
That's a thing. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Really?
It's a thing. Tune into the Crew League.
We didn't
Pay
tune
attention
in.
and just
didn't
listen to that man.
We didn't tune in.
We just got, bro. That was.
I was like, oh,
All right.
I'm really getting y'all.
Never
edit
again.
that- edit
yeah,
that
we'll
out.
edit that out.
Edit that
for sure.
out?
Yeah, no, I got you.
I mean, we told you we have full edit control. I don't know if we mentioned that, but no. So what's like the most underrated feature that artists are just constantly sleeping on?
Premieres. Believe it or not.
Really?
Because the premiere acts like a pre-save. It's a function that allows you to not only fill up the room. Are you vaping in front of me?
Not in front of you, but like next over here.
Adjacent?
Yeah, adjacent.
Am I present?
Yeah, should I not?
I'm so happy.
I won't do it.
No,
I won't do it anymore.
I want you to live a long, fruitful life. Don't
Thank
vape.
you.
Watch this. Ready?
You're.
There we go.
Let's
No more
go.
vaping.
God, it took Rachie Jackson on here to get
Yeah.
that thing out of your hands.
Actually, I need to go get that. No, I'm kidding.
He's gonna start sweating and like fiending during the
Nah,
episode.
Please continue.
Anyways,
Okay.
yeah. So they act as a pre-save.
Yes,
Get your
so-
community in there.
Absolutely. It not only fills up the room
Yeah.
before your show goes on, but it allows you to promote it. It allows you to build continuity in behaviors, because when people think about, cult followings and reactivity, that's how you do it. You have to build those behaviors by teaching and training and guiding your audiences on what to do. So if they can expect to be told and you tell them what to do, when to do it, how to do it, then they'll action on it. So you utilize social media as an artist. An artist would utilize, best practice wise, social media as their promo team.
Yeah.
Utilize, drop your links there. Tell everybody, hey, hit the bell to receive notifications. Because when they do that, they can do that and forget about it. And then once your official music video is available, then that's when they'll be notified. So
Hell yeah.
Does it actually help in the algorithm too? If you have a bunch of people in your premiere,
absolutely,
they'll push it out more.
Yeah,
also,
when people want to, or when artists think about trending, that's how you do it.
yeah, just like
That's how you do
Spotify
it.
will push
You
your
gotta
song
build
out.
That, you got to build that anticipation.
If
And
You got a lot of pre-saves.
that helps the algorithmic relationship.
That's
They're like,
huge.
oh, okay, well, clearly people are interested in this thing. Let's push it out there.
Makes
Yeah.
total sense. So I do want to get back to the Tusi thing, right? So how many pieces of content do you think that he made with favorite song as the audio?
Oh my gosh, countless.
How many? Like I'm like just rough estimate.
I can't even. I'm not even going to try.
100
I'm
plus?
not even going to try to do it, because what matters most when we talk about the success of favorite song is the number of creates, because he got in the forefront of the trends. He created content that other people then decided to replicate and then share, et cetera, et cetera. So when people start doing that, or when they start meeting the artists where they are. And then the artist, another thing that he did was he created a playlist of all the content that his fans made.
See, that's cool.
That's fucking
So when
genius.
and how hyped are those people
to
that
be
made
on the
playlist?
2C playlist.
Yeah.
Exactly. He comments back. He'll like comments.
Yes.
It's a fan's dream.
He's present. He's
Bro,
there.
yes.
So when you do that and your following and your fans feel that they're actually getting some sort of payoff by interacting with you,
Yes.
and you're creating and making memories with them, they'll always be there for you.
Bro, your cousin is the GOAT.
Isn't he?
Bro, Tucci
No,
is the
greatness
YouTube.
runs in our family.
God dang. No, but I just think it's important because I feel like a lot of our audience and just artists in general are afraid to like be annoying by posting content with the song too much. Like, is that like a common thing that you hear from your
It
partners?
is, and I just tell them to turn it down. That's an option. You could turn it down and talk, or you can just have it in the background and it'll be on mute, but it'll still populate on the pivot page where the proper attribution is for the song.
See, that's where I think we need to
a good
just
one.
use trending sounds under our
Quieter,
content.
yeah.
Because that does help
Y'all should drop a
algorithmically, right?
song.
Oh, that too.
How about that?
Let's
We thought
do
we
it.
want to make an album.
You should.
Can we partner with you?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm doing the content strategy.
Let's go. Let's
starting-
It's gonna
we're
win.
gonna start
Let's go.
tomorrow.
It's definitely gonna win. All right, so do you have any influence on like the ads side of things, like paid ads?
I do not, but I share a lot of information on ad strategy, if that makes sense.
All right, so like once again, do you recommend to your artist partners that they
Should
run ads?
Yeah,
Okay.
run ads, because that's a way for search and discovery to be in your front yard. It's another gateway. It's a tool. But I do caveat when they should utilize that. So with an artist that is developing, I would say utilize it at the end of your content cycle with that particular song, because you want when you're a developing artist, that's the most pivotal time to read your analytics and figure out what's working and what's not. And when you incorporate ads, even though they do carry their own separate analytics, you just have that dopamine payoff of all of those views. But when you're an artist like a Meek Mill, you can run ads out the gate and incorporate ads here, there, and everywhere whenever you feel, because you already understand the reactiveness of your audience. You've been doing this for a long time. The strategies are working, and the stars align for ads to be incorporated in a myriad of places rather than one.
How much of a selling point is the fact that you can make money on YouTube?
It's a no-brainer. It's either you want to or you don't.
Yeah, like,
It's like one of the best paying platforms.
that's what I'm saying.
It
I'm like,
is.
Hello.
I'm like, why would
You
I
want to make
not?
money or not?
Yeah. You want 1 million views on TikTok, Instagram, or fucking YouTube?
Yeah.
I'll take YouTube.
Yeah, let's just go ahead
All
and throw
day.
shots at the other two big ones.
I mean, TikTok's being banned anyway.
you know, you've been instrumental in kind of developing some like key programs. I feel like that are like educational and like helping artists and just creators in general better utilize the platforms. Like, you know, basically just doing like live activations of the types of conversations we're having. So one of which I know is, you know, I guess it's YouTube Avenues,
Yes.
and then Future Insiders. I want to just give you a platform to kind of talk about like how important those programs are, what they're meant to do, how people can get involved, what they're going to get out of it. Just kind of like walk us through, you know, the high level overview of those two.
Absolutely. So both YouTube Avenues and Future Insiders are our pride and joy. They're scaled education programs that allow our audiences to try on what success looks like in a more intimate space. So with Future Insiders, we're talking to collegiates. So like 18 and up, that's where we're going. 18 to 25 is that demo. So anyone within those programs that are looking to understand YouTube from a content creator space, as an artist manager or an artist themselves, is anyone that has a hunger or a need for understanding and scholarship within the intersections of music, entertainment, and content. That's where we meet them, and we provide them with resources. We link them up with industry talent as well. We expose them so to speak. We expose them to a lot of different facets of the music industry so they can understand how to utilize YouTube, add that to their mix, and run it like a proper business.
And is that on like college campuses or like?
So we do a mix. So we've activated at Morehouse College.
Okay, shout out Morehouse.
Yes. Shout out to Spelman College and the illustrious Clark Atlanta University.
The illustrious.
Yes.
That's my favorite HBCU here. I'm going to just call it what it is.
Do you have a ranking of HBCUs?
It's just because she and Steve-O are Clark Atlanta people, and they're two of our favorite people. Yeah, so it's like, it's just by default. Like, I don't know.
Makes sense.
I don't really actually have a favorite, but like.
No, that's great reasoning.
Yeah. So we got Future Insiders.
Yes.
That's more of the like, collegiate, educational, getting them excited about the intersection of music, content, entertainment, etc.
Yes.
What's the Avenues program?
YouTube Avenues is led by Wallow267.
God, I love him.
Yep.
I love him so much.
Yes.
$1 million worth of game is like, it's unmatched.
Yeah, he approached Lior Cohen and Tuma Basa with a very outstanding and compelling pitch that executes on the need for us to share the promotional power of YouTube beyond just doing live streams and just limiting our scope of who we talk to as partner managers with the music industry. So this is our love letter to the communities that we know need it most, that are often overlooked when it comes down to useful information. So we've gone to cities across these here United States, just not only sharing the good news of YouTube, but breaking it down, talking about monetization, content strategy, copyright, all the things that artists need to know and managers need to know in order to be successful.
Have you heard the good word about YouTube?
Good word.
So can anyone go to the Avenues?
Yes, it's public.
Sessions? Okay.
Yeah, it's free and open to the public every time we activate.
Okay, and are there any coming up?
So we're still cooking.
Okay.
We're still cooking.
Right, cool.
There will be an Avenues season 3.
Okay.
This year,
Awesome.
but just stay tuned for the info. I'll make sure y'all get an invite.
So literally, he just fucking Wallow just said like, "Hey, Lior and Tuma, I got this idea.
This is what we need. This is my idea. How can we do it?"
I would have assumed y'all brought him on just as like a, kind of face of the thing, but no, it was literally something that
Wallow identified the need first, and he just enlisted his heavy hitters to bring it to the streets.
And he just left Gilly like over there.
No, Gilly shows up. Gilly is,
I was like, damn, bro, that's like me cutting Henry out of some shit, bro.
Gilly is there.
Okay.
He shows up.
Gilly was just like, you just go do this YouTube Avenues thing. But
they clown, they moderate conversations with artists and prominent community leaders. Yeah, they're definitely there as a tandem.
What's been one of your most recent, I guess like topics or panels or like conversations that was had at a recent YouTube Avenues event?
So my favorite one was YouTube Avenues New Orleans.
Ooh.
When Wallow moderated a very in-depth conversation with Coach and P.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and that room was so hot. I'll never forget because I really
like temperature wise.
Yes.
Okay.
There were
I didn't
so
know
many
if it was
people.
like
There were so many people
types.
there.
Fights were breaking out.
No.
People were vaping everywhere. And shit. Like, okay. Anyways,
there were so many people there. The room was sweltering, but the information share, and you could have heard, it's like you could, in that room, you could have heard someone's sweat coming down their face because everybody was hanging on every single word
just locked
that
in.
was said.
Yes.
Everybody was super locked in.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and then the way that Coach and P pivoted their schedule to show up for us too is just top tier.
So what kind of game were they, dropping?
They were talking about how they incepted QC.
Okay.
And a lot of questions from the audience were around them demystifying how not only they built that business structure, but how they identify and develop talent. Because they're an institution. Everything QC touches goes platinum. It goes down in history.
Pretty much true.
Exactly. And they are building careers. QC is an institution that is very intentional on the longevity of artists and the way that they run their business. So for whatever reason, the audience was very, very drawn to that. So they were able to really get into the crux of how they built their business, how they identify talent, what they find useful, documentaries, how they plan and execute those. And it was just a really real conversation because Wallow is going to keep it real now. We know that.
He does do that.
It was a very real conversation, and it was very impactful because there were a lot of other artists too, like from the New Orleans community there. Like, for example, Currency was there.
Shout out Hot Spitta. The Hot Spitta in the building.
Andretti was in the building.
He's playing actually right over there.
Literally, that's what we were listening to.
Pilot Talk is on right now.
Yeah, I love that for y'all. Currency's a good guy.
Yes.
Right guy.
Yeah.
I'd love for you to just touch on maybe some of the ways that artists are engaging with their community on platform, and then maybe even how that translates into off-platform stuff too. Because I feel like that's something that we're trying to be better at, that we've like started to hit a stride where it's like, if you really understand your community and can engage with them in a meaningful way, that's when like you build super fans. You build people who are gonna fucking ride or die for you. So I guess what's your perspective on community building? How are you talking to your artist partners about it? Ways they can do it, etc. Like, just let's get some thoughts.
Community building is key, because without a community, there is no you. And you want to provide an opportunity for community building, and you have to give them something to support. And that starts first by being authentic. Just be you, do you. Put whatever out there into the world, and then people that like it will gravitate towards it. We're also in a very vocal era on the internet where the community is telling you what they want to see. They want to see you do that dance the same way in a blue shirt. They want to hear that same song, but then they want it chopped and screwed. You know who does that very well? Flo Milli and Money Long.
The goats.
Those women listen to their audiences. Not the critiques and the BS now. You know, they're clocking it out the door and throwing it away. But when it comes down to community feedback and it makes sense, they incorporate it in their content, in their music, and it shows, it resonates. And when your community feels that they are heard, when they feel that they're included, that's when you know that you've reached a place where you've built a powerful fan base.
How important is YouTube community posts?
It's very important.
We don't do any.
I think
we
it should.
fucking sleep on it.
And really, there's a little trick to that. So let me give you a best practice.
There we go.
Let me tell
Please.
you what performs well.
Yes.
So when you ask your community, or your subscribers rather, your audience, when you ask your audience questions that are yes or no, or things that they can react to,
It's free research.
that is how you get that interaction going in your community tab. You post a picture, ask them how they feel about you vaping, and see what they say.
Okay.
And then from there, it's provocative. It's going to get the people going. Exactly.
I'm so happy that Henry vaping is like a meme on this episode.
Yeah, I love it.
This is so good.
But, and it's free research too. Like, you could ask a question that might help you a future decision that you have to make.
No, but honestly, do you not hear what she's saying? This is what I meant by when we're putting the like easy to answer questions in our captions too.
Yeah.
People love just like is it this or is it that?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
We need choice.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Right.
Hate it or love it.
Yes.
Keep it simple. And the people will interact.
Exactly.
So true.
Versus when I literally tried to get people to like submit questions for our interview, and it's like an act of Congress to get our community to like
Come up with a question.
What do I want to ask her? But if I would have just been like, should we ask her this? Yes or no? Guarantee it would have been like story views off the charts.
Yeah.
You know?
So when you do like a poll
thinking
in a
for
story,
them.
do a poll, we get super engagement. We do an Instagram poll.
For sure. NFR Podcast is one of our, kind of peers, right? And they're amazing and they crush it on YouTube. And they do so many community posts. And the ones that go like viral as fuck, almost like crazy, they'll get like 42,000 votes, right? And they have like 200,000 subscribers. It's like they're getting like 40,000 votes on a single community post
20% of the
exactly. Like, it's nuts. And it's because they're asking very like easy to digest questions, right? It's like, who's the best rapper alive? And it's just like dun 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 or dun. And it's just 4 fucking guys and or gals, and you're just fucking choosing, and that's it.
Yeah, and then you don't have to can let them argue in the comments if they want to.
And they do.
Damn,
every time.
Bro,
Every time.
Community posts is like a huge thing for us. And we have to step our shorts game up.
Yeah. No, we actually just got you on so we could get game for
That's
us.
it.
Yeah, we don't actually care about it.
Perfect.
No. So
Strategy.
I guess, yeah. So I guess going back to shorts, I mean, is there anything that are just kind of like components or like fundamentals of shorts, right? Because you really seem to stress on shorts, and I know you kind of gave some ideas, but like, is there any like high level breakdown of like, the ways to actually make shorts, or like the like types of videos that artists are making that really work, or like the components of it? I'm not really sure if I'm like asking the question the right way.
I get what you
like,
mean. Yeah, I can pick up on that.
That was English.
So it was. So the easiest way for any artist that has music videos or has a content release idea happening is for them to take pieces of the video out and utilize that as promotion. So say if you have, we'll say for example, 3 YouTube shorts that are going to come out, or 5 YouTube shorts that are going to come out before you release your official music video, use one to preview the song, a clip or a snippet of the song, and that's really its sole purpose, just to get the song out there so people can, or so that audiences can create to it. The next one is promotional. Let your audience know what's happening and when it's happening. The next one after that is, it could be a casual, hey, this is what I'm doing. It's you. You bop into your song. That's if you want to, because some artists don't want to up their phones on themselves.
But you should.
But you should. You definitely should. And from there, it's just a rehash of those moments, from it just being edited content from the official music video that's already there, it's already shot. Then for the purpose of promotion, after that, then your casual content. And then from there, repost and interact with other fans or subscribers or other creators that have created to that sound as well.
Yeah.
And then from there, is it similar to a TikTok where, like, if you notice that I posted this part of the song and people are reacting really well to like just this part of the song, are we doubling down, tripling down, quadrupling down on like making more content using that part of the song, aka like the TikTokable part of the song? Is that a thing that you see really?
I don't notice it as much because the attribution still goes to the song.
Right.
That is the anchor. But anytime, this goes back to reading the analytics and reading the room, understand what's working. When you see something that works, double down on it. One of those things that I love to share and that we've noticed is that when artists release songs that are sticky, they're viral, and they tease it, the first thing that you automatically do is slow it down and speed it up. Because for whatever reason, the sped up versions are doing numbers. And creators just love it. So then when it comes out in full, you also have those alt versions of the song. You got the sped up version, you got the slowed down version, and then you have the normal paced version, and you're allowing your community to choose their fighter. They're able to choose what they like, and then from there, read the analytics, decide what works, decide what doesn't, and double down on that again. I've
gotten in so many fights with artists that are friends of mine about this topic.
Beat my shit up?
Yeah.
Hell no.
It's insane to me. That's like just being so set on selling only one color of the t-shirt that you're making. Like, why not give us at least another version that
orange is ugly, bro.
Someone else might like it, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
It's insane to me.
Because when you do that, you allow your audience, or you're shooting your best shot, rather. As an artist, when you release multiple styles of a song that is reacting well in the marketplace, you're shooting your best shot. You're allowing that song to live its best life and have its best potential met by what the audience wants.
And there's no downside. I don't understand. I can't comprehend the downside. Either the other two versions, the sped up and the slowed down, flop. Okay. Then you were perfectly right. The only right version was the normal one.
Yeah.
Or, to your point, the sped up or slow down goes crazy with creators and your shit pops off, and then it translates into obviously just streams for that song, ad revenue for that song or that version, or it goes back to the original one and then it flows through the music. I just don't see the downside.
Just try it. Just try it. Try it.
Do you get pushback on it?
I don't really get a lot of pushback on a lot of things that I say because the work speaks for itself. The roster speaks for itself. You see Black Joy and Expression winning on YouTube every single day. So you know that I am in the mix somewhere influencing success. So it's like, if you want to go back and forth with me, you can do that.
We'll find somebody
I love
else.
it.
Or, you know,
I love it. So
with.
you know, it's I don't really get too much pushback.
I
I have
believe
to
that.
explain things a
Sure.
lot of times because YouTube is a very high hill. It's not something that you can just easily pick up, learn,
No.
and just do it every single day. It's like riding a bike. You gotta get on, try again, and then change the tires, try again.
Is it a platform where like too much success too fast can be bad?
No, I don't think so. I
Cool.
believe that when you have success, you already know what you did to get there because it's in the analytics and you just repeat it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, Rachie, we've entered a final segment of the podcast.
All right.
My favorite part.
Yes.
Everyone's favorite part. When Ben shuts up. Let's
Yeah.
go.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Good point. Rachie, this is the rapid fire rampage.
Okay.
It's going to be a 3-part rampage. We're just going to start with some simple, short answer questions and go from there.
I love a little chaos. Let's get it.
That's exactly what this is. I wanted to start off this rampage with a little YouTube trivia. We had the 19th anniversary of the first ever YouTube video, I think last week. Do
Okay.
you know what it is? Do you know
Is
about
this multiple choice?
I can't come up with them probably right now. I don't think so, but well, okay. Panda sneezing, guy at zoo, 3 cats, or guy eats taco.
Panda sneezing.
Panda sneezing
What's
because
it?
no, that was the red herring.
Okay.
It was guy at zoo.
Just guy at zoo.
Yeah, man at the zoo, San Diego Zoo
Okay.
was the first video ever. I just wanted to throw that out there. A little YouTube trivia for you guys.
Okay.
The first YouTube video I ever watched was Chocolate Rain, I think.
Yes,
Really?
Yeah.
yes, Tazon Day. I think it's
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have no idea what the
Chocolate
first one was.
That had me and all my friends in a chokehold.
Chokehold.
That one is Scarlet Takes a Tumble.
Yes, classic. Another
No,
classic.
oh my God! Now I know the ones that I would watch, and I think they were YouTube, but they might have even been another platform. Unforgettable.
Oh, who knows? Yeah.
I said I want waffle fries.
I want
Unforgivable.
Waffle fries.
Unforgivable.
Yeah.
free. Yeah, unforgivable.
free.
Yeah, there was like
Yeah.
part 12 or something.
Yeah.
What is that guy up to now?
Oh my God! I want to know.
We all want to know.
Was that YouTube though?
It was. I saw it probably on like a albino black sheep or Newgrounds, one of those websites.
Albino
but it was
black
on
sheep.
YouTube for sure. Okay, let's get into the real
Okay,
rampage here.
sorry.
Okay, Rachie.
Yes, I was so convicted in my first wrong answer. I need y'all to catch that.
Yeah. That was just a little trivia. I don't usually do that, but so Ben just started his rap career.
Okay.
Yes, I love these hypotheticals.
You do. And
Hottest in the city.
And you make the horrible decision to start managing him.
Ooh.
What are the first steps you take immediately to utilize YouTube in his blossoming career? What are the first few things?
I'm the hottest shit in the city right now.
yeah.
Face of the city.
At the face of the
Just
city.
started your career.
Yeah. Move over, Anicia. Ben is here.
That is hilarious. So, of course, we're starting off on YouTube Shorts because we have to scale that channel to 1K subs.
There it is.
So we're going to blitz until you get there.
Okay.
So whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you like to do, we're leaning into that. All your hobbies, you like cars, you like shopping, you like jewelry, well, everything you like.
Is that what you think I like?
I mean, duh, look at you.
I don't think I look like I like any of those things. Cars, shopping, and jewelry. Okay, move on. Keep going. I don't mean
This is great. Hang on.
Okay. So you like all those things.
I do.
It's so obvious.
I
You're the face of the
love.
city, right?
I'm the face of the city.
Right. So we're gonna scale the channel. We're gonna blitz to 1K subs. We're doubling down in that content on that stretch that we're running.
No matter what it takes.
Yeah. Everything that you like, whatever does not feel like work to you, that's what we're doing.
How many shorts is he posting a day?
A day, 2.
Okay. Yeah.
We're
yeah.
blitzing, bro.
Yeah.
We're
Okay,
blitzing.
we're in here.
Yes,
Blitz.
we're doing that.
Blitzkrieg.
So after we get to a monetizable place, that's when we're gonna drop our first official music video.
Don't even
Because
drop
that's-
until then.
No, because you're the face of the city. People love you.
you're building
They vibe
anticipation.
with you. We're gonna be dropping other content.
Sure.
That's 3 to 5 minutes
Yeah.
in long form. We're gonna probably tease the BTS.
Wow.
Okay.
But we're gonna do everything that we can to work everyone up to that shining moment.
Because I'm the face of the city.
Because you're the face of the city.
Keep repeat.
You can stop saying
She,
that.
no, but she said it a few times.
I know.
I started to believe it.
It's her question.
That's my job as your manager.
I know.
Make you feel like you can do
I was
anything.
like, yo, are you taking new clients right now? Like, are you still managing any artists right now? Are you?
No.
Are you allowed to? Okay, well, moving on.
Moving on.
Okay, wow. So just blitz
Yeah.
to blitz to monetization.
Yeah.
Like that's it. And then we start talking about all the things that, we touched on earlier, I guess.
Yes. And then what we're also going to do, we're going to do a little movie magic. We're going to pre-record multiple live performances from you.
Ooh.
We're going to do acoustic. We're going to play with different melodic genres, and we're going to intertwine it that way.
I can do that.
And we're going to release it weekly as if it were live on your channel.
Shit.
That's what we're going to do.
I knew she was good, Henry.
I knew that was a good question.
That's what we're going to do. And then
On the face of the city.
after we do that, a few times, you're going to utilize actual live
Yeah.
We didn't even
to
touch on it.
interact with your community that you've built.
Yes.
So every week on Wednesday, we're going to do something. And it's going to be fun. You're going to invite your audience to call in or video in with you, because those capabilities are there. And you're just going to keep that up. That's going to be your weekly series in between whatever else we're doing. We're going to do vlogs. We're going to do the whole day in the life. Not the YouTube route, because, we got to keep the face of the city.
Because I'm the face of the city.
But we're just going to, again, double down on everything that you like to do. But we're just going to monetize on that content, because you're going to be living your life. And your music is your life. So why not show it on YouTube and do it right with a little strategy and get paid?
Damn, if only you were talented.
If only I was actually the face of the city.
Yeah, you'd be out of here.
I would be gone.
With that strategy?
Oh my God,
Y'all took that one,
move
man.
aside, Drake.
Right.
Ben is here.
Yeah, no, moving right along. That was
I might start rapping.
incredible. Don't.
If you'll take me on.
No, don't.
Okay, well.
Anyway.
The support.
He's a dream killer.
Rachie, you must choose one song to play every time you walk into a room. What song are you choosing?
Oh.
Which is your walk-in song.
Theme song.
Don't tell me you haven't thought about this. You
No,
seem like
I
the
just
type
have-
that
I have-
constantly thinks about
Yeah,
this.
because I have the song playing in my head anytime I do walk in
So
somewhere.
what is it?
I'm just mad that I only get to pick one. I want to have a mixtape that just surprises me. But for the sake of the exercise,
Yes.
I'll pick one, and it'll be Walk Through by Rich Homie Quan.
Okay. You can't go
I
wrong
be
with
feeling like the man when I
RHQ.
walk through.
I'll be looking like a man when I walk through.
Yes. All right. I'm listening to that on the way home.
It's a good one. It is a good one.
Wow.
Yes.
Rachie, I have $5,000 to spend on my YouTube presence. I want to get bigger on YouTube. How should I spend my $5,000?
Okay, so a portion of it should go to the content creation. So the production, we need to figure out and list out what those itemizations are, because depending on what the goal is, we're going to have to budget for that.
Sure.
So we'll make sure that it fits budget. We'll make sure that it's edited properly. So you spend money on that. And then if you don't understand YouTube at all, you need someone to manage your channel. There are channel managers out there that are actually in network with us that will help you plan your content and then also deploy it for you. And that kind of takes the pain out of it. That's like a side note. But
Wow.
to stay on track here, that's what you're spending your money on. Possibly a channel manager, the production, making sure that it looks good, feels good. And then from there, you can spend the rest on ads.
I love that. So good.
Because it's literally free to use.
YouTube is free. The barrier
let's break it all the way back down.
Let's just like.
Do you have an email address?
Let's hit
YouTube
that
is, do you
home.
have a Gmail?
Yeah.
If you have a Gmail, you have a YouTube channel.
And if you don't have a Gmail, that's free too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very free.
And like, what do you have? You know,
Yeah, yeah. Who's not
we
using
don't want to be
Gmail?
friends with you. I mean,
All right, at Hotmail. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, I know 2 people that still have Hotmail.
No.
Oh, I give them shit about
Are
it
we
all the
friends
time.
with them? Are you friends with them?
I mean, I am, yeah.
I'm
I work
not.
with one of them.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
No
Big
guesses.
Tiff. Yeah, you.
Oh,
you. You.
You're allowed to work at YouTube. Wait, no, not at
No,
you.
not like
I
that.
was like, wait,
no,
what?
we work on projects.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
Big Tiff. Big Hotmail Tiff.
Join the
Okay.
21st century, Tiff.
Yeah.
Grow up.
Welcome to the Gmail era.
I need that as an asset so I can send it to her. She's gonna die.
Oh,
We'll clip that
give
up
it
for
to
you.
for
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, Tiff, you can post it too.
Yeah, sure.
Some self-deprecating humor on your page.
That Hotmail.
Oh my God, bro.
Rachie, it's 3:46 p.m.
Okay.
You're alone in your car.
Okay.
You're on a long drive. There's no buildings, no scenery, just a plain road. There's no music playing. You're just driving. What are you thinking about?
I'm thinking about my next move being my best move.
Ooh.
I consistently exist in a place where I don't want to be too far ahead of myself, but I want to make sure that my steps are ordered properly. So I'm constantly just going through scenarios. I'm going through my own best case scenarios in my head. I try to keep the worst out of the way because, you know, it's like,
Because why?
what if I fail? Who cares? What if I fly? So
God, that was a
I try
fucking
to,
bar.
that's where I exist. So I'm just thinking about my next move, how I show up, making sure that I'm leaving it all on the floor every single time and taking it one day at a time.
I love that.
Damn, bro.
Last one of the short answer. If you were an emoji, which emoji would you be?
I would be,
She got so happy.
So excited.
yes, because I love emojis. And anybody that knows me knows those and GIFs.
Yeah.
Oh, I will tear a text conversation up with those.
Bro, GIFs are the greatest
I love
invention
them.
on the planet.
I
You
love
need to
them.
put Rachie onto my GIFs. I have GIFs on Instagram.
Okay,
Do
well,
you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I
well,
would
maybe if
love
you didn't
that.
vape, she'd be a fan of your gifts, but
You just used one of mine today. Can you get excited for me, please? You've been my enemy all episode.
Excited.
Ben,
Okay.
supportive.
okay.
Thank you.
Sorry.
So if you were an emoji.
What would you be?
I would be the blushy.
Oh,
Okay, it's so cute.
It's my favorite one. Like,
that's a good one. With the eyes kind of squinty. Like, I love that.
That's
Okay.
my favorite.
We're moving on to the this or that. This is part 2. I'm going to give you 2 choices. You just got to pick one.
All right.
Here we go. Starting with Netflix or YouTube.
YouTube.
Fuck you, Netflix.
I didn't say that before.
I said it. Until we have someone from your company on the show. Team YouTube, baby.
Bro, why are you always like? I love your intentions.
That is not the way to get someone from Netflix on this show.
Yeah, like I love your intentions.
We don't
of
need
trying to,
anyone from
like,
Netflix on this show. We don't need them.
I just like, yeah.
But if you guys
man.
want to come on the show,
You can't do it now. Like, in what world does that strategy work, bro?
moving on.
I love your intention. You're trying to like pipe
Hey.
her up, but like,
I'm here for Rachie.
I know.
I don't know about you.
Well,
have
Netflix
to
won't
put
be
someone
here
else
for
down to
us.
pipe me
Yeah,
up.
exactly.
All right, well, can we move on?
That's his style. We're moving on.
Can we move on?
He said we're moving on.
It's my style.
Yes.
Okay.
We're moving on.
Cats or dogs?
Cats.
No. I liked you so much.
I know that's controversial.
I liked
I've
you
never
so
owned a
much
cat.
until then.
I've never
No.
owned a cat ever, but I just
Then
like
how can you
Let's go.
say
cats.
this?
I just love cats. It's everything that they are. It's just, I feel like I align more with them. With cats, I think people like dogs because you don't really have to do much to earn their respect. But
Don't
cats,
have to earn that shit.
you have to be consistent with cats. They also are very self-sufficient.
Yes.
They rule the animal kingdom.
Yeah, cats are for lazy people that don't want to have to take the dog out
No, but
and don't
still.
love loving and
But I love dogs
joy.
too.
Cats love.
I love dogs. I love dogs too, but I like cats. But the only reason why I don't have a cat is because all of my friends pretty much said they would never come visit me if I owned one.
Yeah.
So I don't have one. But if I were to have one, I'd have a Sphinx cat.
Ooh, the hair is that the hairless one? Oh god.
Yeah.
Those are kind of crazy looking.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
I love them.
Movies or podcasts?
Podcast.
Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you.
Cocktail or glass of wine?
Glass of wine for sure.
Guitar or piano?
This is hard. I'll say guitar. Guitar.
Meditate or skydive?
Meditate. Me out
Constantly.
the sky unless I'm on a plane.
I'm with you. Like, fuck
Flying
That's
private,
that.
probably. This one.
Maybe. Depends on the day.
Sitting courtside, flying private, like god damn.
Fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses.
I'll fight one horse-sized duck.
Yeah, just keep it
I
all
got
in
them
front of
hands.
you.
My hands are still on deck, so I
like
think
it.
I'll take my chances with one.
Okay. She is from Atlanta.
Delicious food with no calories or delicious alcohol with no hangover.
Food with no calories.
And finally, become a full-time singer-songwriter or leave YouTube and the music industry altogether.
I mean, I'm already the best rapper alive, so singer-songwriter.
Let's go.
And I'm the face of the city. I'm just gonna I'm gonna put that in my Instagram bio. Face of the city.
May lose some followers.
Yeah, well,
Okay, this
can't win them all.
is the last portion. This is the word association. I'm just going to say one word, and you give me the first word that you think of right off the top of your head.
Okay.
This is how we bring it home. Let's fucking go. Starting with hip-hop.
Elite.
Library.
Underutilized.
Curse.
Word.
Fuck. I'm just kidding. That wasn't the...
I was going to say inappropriate.
Yeah.
Lemon.
Pepper wings.
Mr. Beast.
The GOAT.
Utah.
A state. Salt Lake City.
Not what to say about that. Twin.
Where have you been?
AI.
Taking over.
Pie.
Apple.
Viral.
Movie.
Lil.
Baby.
You.
Two.
Let's go.
Fucking go. Let's fucking go. What a
This
rampage.
has been Rachel Jackson,
What an
aka
interview.
Rachie Baby.
Rachie Baby.
On the One More Time podcast.
On the
As
pod.
always, please like, comment, and subscribe because you are on YouTube watching this. The
Right
greatest
now.
platform on earth.
You're on YouTube right now.
Hit that bell notification. Yo, we should
Unless
start
you're
that.
listening, then we fuck with our audio guys too. We love you.
Okay, you had to just kill it again.
How's it killing it?
I'm just
showing
playing.
love for the audio
This has
guys.
been the artist relationships and live stream partnerships manager at YouTube and YouTube Music, Rachel Jackson. Appreciate you for coming on the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Yes,
Thank
as
you.
always,
This
follow
was
us on
fun.
Spotify Podcasts, follow us on Apple Podcasts, but most importantly, subscribe on our YouTube channel.
Boom.
Until next week, Henry, what are we doing?
Getting out of here.
Getting the fuck out of here. Peace, y'all.
Bye.